line. In line. For our duo photo op with Hayden and Ewan. Going in.
Never going in.
I'm going in.
That sounds fun. My boss is here right now.
Later.
Okay, if you guys are new here, then this won't look any different to you, but for all of my people that have been subscribed and following me since the beginning of my channel, or even since the last video that I made, I'm in a different setup. And it's because I got married and I moved out. So I do miss my background at home. I really liked my room and all my decor and stuff. And I know it kind of looks like you're interrogating me right now. Like it looks like I'm in an interrogation with some Star Wars helmets behind me. We're in a transition stage in my life, but hopefully the setup will come together as we keep going. But I really wanted to sit down and talk about MegaCon because I know my vlog was really short, and it's just because I need to get better at vlogging at cons. But MegaCon's such a huge convention that it can be kind of overwhelming to try and remember to vlog the whole time that I'm there. Even last year I was so bad about it, but last year MegaCon was so poorly run. So poorly run. It was so overwhelming. There was no like organization at all for the photo ops, for the autographs. I felt like the celebrities were having a rough time. I was having a rough time. I was seriously considering not going again this year because I was so afraid of it being the same as last year. And I have to say that they completely turned it around. It was way more spread out. I didn't feel like I was gonna get trampled every second. The photo ops were nice and smooth. The autographs are smooth. For a lot of people, I know that they had long wait times and stuff for autographs, but celebrities like the people in Star Wars are just of high demands, you know? I don't want to ramble on too much because I want to talk to you guys about what I did. So on Saturday, that was the only day that I went. I immediately walked in with my best friend Emma, my mom, one of my best friends Maya, and my husband, and we went straight to D. Bradley Baker because we knew that he kind of had a longer line and there were already people lined up for him, so I wanted to go ahead and knock that out while I was there. And if you guys know me, Rex is basically, if you can see my shirt, Rex is basically my favorite character in all of Star Wars, so I had to meet the voice of Rex. He was absolutely wonderful. He was so nice to meet. He was a very, very nice man. I ended up getting his autograph and I ended up taking a selfie with him, which was so fun. I'll put the selfie like right here so that you guys can see it. You can also follow me on my Instagram and you can see all the pictures from MegaCon. He was so nice and I went up to him and I just said, I love Rex so much. He's my favorite. And he was like, yeah, Rex is a good guy. I'm trying to remember what else I talked to him about. Oh, I asked him about the Bad Batch, and I was like, are you kind of sad that this is, you know, coming to an end? Because it's kind of like the Clone Wars really ending. And he was like, yeah, I am kind of sad about it because it's one of the toughest projects that I've ever worked on, and it's just something that I love so much. But he said that he was glad that they were getting an end to their story and that it was being, you know, wrapped up and tied in a bow. Because as we know, a lot of stories and characters don't get that. So he was glad that the Bad Batch is going to get that. It was just really nice chatting with him. He was super kind. Let me show you what I got signed. As you guys know, I have been collecting, actually you may not know, I've been collecting the Rebels Funko Pops for a long time now. And I have the Captain Rex, the Old Man Rex Funko Pop from Rebels. And I had D sign this for me, and he signed it in yellow, and it says to Lainey, D. Baker, Rex. And I'm so, I love it so much. It looks really good, really, really good. I know that I can't like do this to you guys because then it'll like go out of focus because I don't have a fancy camera. So I'll just like take a little picture or video so that you guys can see it up close, but it looks so good and I'm so happy that I got him to sign this. It's basically the only Rex Pop I'll ever be able to afford other than this one right here that I recently got. I'm so glad they actually made another Clone Wars Rex Pop that I could afford. Right after I met D, I went ahead and got in line for James Arnold Taylor because James, D, Ashley, and Matt Lancher were all lined up next to each other, which is so great, which is the entire cast of the Clone Wars. And I got in line for James and he had a bit of a shorter line, which was really nice. And I walked up to the table and I didn't know this at the time. I listened to James Arnold Taylor's podcast today and he said that recently his daughter had been going to these conventions with him and working the table with him and stuff. And I didn't know that. But when I went up to the table, she was so nice. And she was like, I've just been looking at your makeup this whole time and it just looks flawless. Your skin is glowing. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so kind. It's so nice of you. Thank you so much. And I just, you know, went about meeting her dad and I didn't didn't know who she was at all, because often at conventions they just hire people to work the tables for the celebrities, and I ended up talking to James's daughter, which is really cool. Didn't know that she was James's daughter at the time, but now I do, and I'm just very thankful that she was so kind. And then I met James, and he is so incredible to me. If you guys ever get the chance to meet James Arnold Taylor, please meet him. He was so great, and he loves meeting people, and you can tell. And he's so many more voices that you think. If you think you know how many voices he's done, he's a voice of Obi-Wan Kenobi in the Clone Wars, if you don't know. And if you think that you know all the voices he's done, you don't. He's done everything. I walked up to him and I said, obviously I love you, as Obi-Wan Kenobi, because I got his autograph on my General Kenobi pop right here. And I said, obviously I love you as Obi-Wan Kenobi, but I really want to talk to you about the Ninja Turtles, because he voices Leonardo in the TMNT movie from like 2008, and I love him as Leonardo's voice. I think he's the best voice for Leonardo of the Ninja Turtles. And he was like, oh my goodness, you know me from Ninja Turtles? And I was like, yes. And he was like, that was such an interesting time, because we were actually supposed to do 2 more of those movies. And I was like, yeah, it was a really weird time for the Ninja Turtles franchise. And he was like, it was, because it was bouncing between different ownership, like Nickelodeon and whoever else owned it. I forget who he said. But yeah, they were supposed to do more movies, and I'm so sad they didn't get to, because that movie's incredible. It's underrated. I said, that movie's underrated, right? And he was like, yes, of course it is. We talked about how we finally get to see the fight between Leo and Raph. Leo was like, I'm better than you, but Leo did hold back in the fight. It was just that I was geeking out with him about Ninja Turtles, and I had such a great time talking to him. And then he like was giving me back the pop, and he was doing the Obi-Wan voice, and he's so great. I love him. And then after that, we just kind of walked around and went to all the vendors. Oh my gosh, the vendors were incredible. That's like one of my favorite parts about cons, is the vendors. I ended up getting a bunch of stuff, kinda. I'm going to put the links and the websites and the names of all these shops down below, because they were all incredible. I have been wanting to get things from Hands Pins for so long. I've followed her on Instagram for a while. I've seen her at a couple cons. That's actually where I got my puffer pig. Yeah, it's from Hands Pins on Instagram. And I got this. I've been wanting this for so long, you have no idea. And it's the Jar Jar in a jar. I think they just call it Jar Jar Jar, which is really funny. The Jar 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 tote bag, and I was able to put all the stuff that I bought at MegaCon in this bag, so I'm really excited about it. And I got the matching sticker, because I am obsessed with the concept. It's such cute art. I love it so much. I definitely got this one from her, which is Sabine's TIE Fighter that she painted in Rebels. It's awesome. I love it. I'll do like a close-up so you guys can actually see what these look like. So I got Sabine's TIE Fighter, and I got the Jar 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 sticker, and I love it so much. I don't even know where I'm gonna put all these stickers, but I'm gonna find somewhere, because I love them a lot. And then I went to the shop, Bad Ash Designs, and she, like, her thing is drawing Grogu as different characters in Star Wars, and it's such a cute and fun idea. And she has all kinds of pins and all kinds of stickers, and I'm not really a pin kind of girl. So I got this sticker of Grogu as Chopper, and I'm obsessed with it. And I also got the Loth cat sticker, obviously, and this holographic meiloorun, because I love meiloorun's. All things Rebels, of course. Everything I bought is Rebels. The other shop that I went to, I got this Avatar: The Last Airbender turtle duck, and it's Katara as a turtle duck. I've seen these in her reels for so long, and I've always wanted one, and I really wanted the Zuko one, but they were sold out, obviously, because he's the best. So I got this Katara one, and I also got Aang from my sister, because she wasn't there. It's so cute. I am going to keep this forever. I'm always going to brag about it, because look at it. It's Katara as a turtle duck. I love Avatar: The Last Airbender. Oh my gosh. Peppercut Studio. So many cute designs. These people are so talented. And I got Sokka's cactus juice, and it's a sticker, and it's so cute. I'm an Avatar fiend, you guys. I love Avatar: The Last Airbender. I also went to another shop, and I've actually gone to her shop a lot. It's called Brittany Ann Art. I go to her shop every time I'm at a convention, because her art is so adorable. I have a Kanan and Hera art print from her, and I love it. But I got this one of Obi-Wan with Loth cats, because, I mean, look at it. It's perfect. It's so me. I'm obsessed with it. I love Brittany. We actually kind of know each other now, because we've seen each other enough, so that's awesome. But the thing you guys probably want to hear about the most is meeting Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor. If you follow me on Instagram, I've already posted the picture of it, because I couldn't wait. I actually met Hayden last year at MegaCon, but I kind of, like, that experience was kind of because of how rushed it was, and how overwhelmed I was, and how overwhelmed he seemed to be. But this year it was a lot better, and I got to meet him and Ewan with my friend Emma. Look at this picture. It's perfect. They were so kind. Even though we were being rushed through because there were so many people that they had to get through, Hayden made sure to shake both of our hands, and then as we were leaving, Ewan shook both of our hands too, and they're like, how are you? It's so nice to meet you. And they're just amazing, amazing, amazing people. I love them so much. So blessed to be able to say I got to meet them, especially meeting Hayden a second time. I didn't make it to any of the panels this year because I'm not like a panel kind of girl. I don't know why. I need to start going to panels when I'm at conventions, but I like just sitting down on the ground and people watching too, and I just don't really feel like going to panels because there's always a line to get into panels and there's limited seating and blah blah blah, but I need to start doing it because it seems like it's worthwhile. So many of my creator friends were there. Actually, this is crazy. I met Star Wars Theory while I was there, which is kind of crazy, and I didn't expect that to happen. I think I knew that he was going because everyone was going. Like everyone was going to MegaCon, and I saw on Instagram that he was going, and I just ended up kind of getting introduced to him when I was over at the Legion Sabers booth. Legion Sabers are awesome, and the Jedi Ninja Israel was there, and we got to talk to each other. We've never met in person before, and that was really cool. And he introduced me to Theory, which was really cool, and we just ended up talking for like 20 minutes, just shooting the breeze about everything and anything. He was so nice, like so nice to talk to. We didn't really talk about Star Wars too much, but it was just, I don't know, it was really normal and it was really cool. He's a really nice guy. So that was just crazy. It was just a crazy thing that I didn't expect to happen, and I'm really glad and thankful of how nice and kind he was. Shout out to my friend, the Jedi Ninja Israel, because he introduced me to Theory and he showed me all their lightsabers at Legion Sabers booth, and he's so great. He is so great. I completed my Rebels Funko Pop collection. Never thought that this would happen because the Thrawn Funko Pop is so expensive, and I found it at Pop Fandom Toys booth for a reasonable price. Was it still expensive? Yeah, but it was a reasonable price. I never expected to own this pop, and now I have it. I have it. I completed my collection. I was gonna meet Iman Esfandi while I was there, but I ended up getting this pop instead. Oh well, I completed my collection. I've never completed a collection before. I need to do a video about my collection because I love it. Yeah, that's kind of it. I also got this other Funko Pop of Amy because I love Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, so I got the Amy Funko Pop because I've never seen it before, and she's so cute and she has her hammer and everything, and I love Sonic the Hedgehog. If you didn't know, I am going to put the link to all of these shops down below because they were fantastic. The girl from Badass Designs gave me this awesome friendship bracelet and it says I'm Echo on it. Like, are you kidding me? I love it. I've worn it every day since the convention. I loved meeting my creator friends. I love being able to chat with so many people, and conventions are just awesome. And I'm so glad to be back on YouTube. I'm so glad. I am going to be reacting to The Bad Batch this month, and I'm going to be reacting to the live action series of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Oh my gosh, you guys, all this content. Who am I? Also, I'm a little out of my comfort zone because I don't think I've ever filmed anything for you guys without makeup on, so bear with me. I'm so excited for this to go live and be able to chat with so many of you again. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications because I'm back. I am back. I'm editing, I'm posting, and I can't wait to talk to you guys again. I will see you guys next time. Bye!